I tell you that when I'm small, I already read a lot of comics and animation. That's why some people will say you betray China, you love Japan so much, but it's not like this because Japanese people is really creative. They can turn some stupid thing, some boring thing into some really lovely, fancy, and interesting items. And that's why over the years, I support different creative events. In Hong Kong, you have the cosplay event. And during the beginning, I actually support the cosplay event. Not only the money, but I help them to create more popularity. And that's why cosplay now, the cosplay event every year in Hong Kong, but the Animation and Comics Association is one of the best cosplay events in Hong Kong, in terms of the number of people, in terms of the press coverage, etc. On the other hand, I also work with a lot of publishers, the media, to write some books, and also I'm interested in conveying the knowledge. Because when we look at creativity, another thing we need to bear in mind is media is another really important sector. I don't think you talk about a lot in this course or in other courses, but for film production you do some. But for media, why it is important? Because it is one way to help to create more exposure. And that's why I showed you something before. And all these years I try different things. I'm not really strong in creative industry, I just have the interest like comics or animation. But all these years I try to develop bit by bit. And the more people I talk to, the more things I try to learn, the more book I read, the more things I involve, I develop the skill bit by bit.
When you structure your career path, should I adopt a very structured approach? Lay down the step by step. What is my ultimate career path? What I need to achieve? The timeline? I think for most of people, they think this is the usual way. However, I also come across some people who will be more open-minded, who will adopt a flexible approach. When I ask, what is your career objective? I think they said that I do not really have a very clear picture yet, but I only know that I want to learn more, do more, and take up a bigger responsibility. It is as simple as that. What will you do to achieve your goal? They would just say that I will just see what opportunities arises and grasp the opportunities and adjust my time and my plan and action. So I think whether it is a very structured approach or flexible approach, it really depends on your preference. What suits you better? And in your career planning, a number of factors you will consider: the industry, whether the creative industry, the luxury industry, and at what stage the industry's development is in. Is there any growth potential? Before the financial tsunami, young people are very, interested to join the financial sector. But after the financial tsunami, some people will rethink, is this a right industry that I would like to work in? And pay and rewards, it is important, but how important is this to you? Are you looking for the top pay, or are you satisfied with competitive pay? Interest, what kind of jobs that you would like to work, you would like to take up? Your colleagues, who I am working together with, are they local employees? Are they international employees? Are my colleagues a group of highly intellectual people, a group of highly competitive people who I will enjoy work together? Working hours? Do I like to work on shift, work during the weekend, work from 9 to 5? Is work-life balance very important to me at this stage of my career? And then, what are the other factors? These factors vary from individual to individual. It also varies at different stages of your life. So when you plan your career, it is worthwhile to think about, these are the factors.